Hey guys, it's Matt. I just want to do a update. I know it's been a while. I apologize. It's been a very busy third quarter, and coming into the fourth quarter, very busy too. So, with that being said, I apologize for not having an update for 2 months. I'm gonna try. My New Year's resolution is to get at least one done a month. But I'm gonna be able to show you with what I've gotten accomplished in the last 2 months. It's been a lot, but yeah, I just haven't had time to film, just with everything going on around here, and it's been crazy. But with that being said, here is what I've gotten done so far in the last 2 months. Okay, so as we look at Cannondale, you might remember over here I used to have a a milk production plant. Now it's going to be a farm. So with all this stuff moved, you can see I've got it set for corn's all in here. I've got cows for over here. I've got a barn and a house underneath there. It's going to be the barn and house, the new one from Walthers. Haven't yet put them together, but that's what's gonna go in there. I've got a little bit of the hill over here, and I added onto this, just adding a little bit more height. So when you look at it from this height, you can't see the track here, the track there, and especially the two tracks there. I put in a new backdrop to hide the helix. And I still have a ton of trees I have to put in, all in here and there, on here, this little area, this front hill. So I've got a lot that I have to get done on that. With the crossing right here, since this is an industry one, I have, whoopsies, I have these little signs for the crossbuck with the stop sign, if I can get it to focus. So just so that it adds a little bit more in-depth detail of, not actually having a gate or anything like that. I've gotten the scenery done for the most part in Cannondale. We'll go through that. So here's my sun-kissed plant. And I just have these cars just because they were my test cars, so they're just sitting out. So, coming around to my AutoZone distribution plant, one thing I've added on this, I'm gonna move that, are all the ivy growth along it, just to kind of hide some cracks and just kind of add a little bit more detail into that. In the front part, in this for this siding, I've put some tufts in between the tracks. Kind of really made this rail as if it's overgrown, not maintained. Then as we come down around, I've got the buildings in there. We've got the backdrop all the way up through this area, and I still have from here over that I have to finish scenicking, but I'll show you why I have not done that yet. I've got my little motel right there with the pool, then a dry cleaner next to the firehouse. Now, as you can see, the bay doors are as if they are going down, closing, because I have this fire truck, which is just going to be coming out of that bay, with a rescue truck, I should say, and then the tower truck, which would have been coming out of that one. Those are all lit up, so with a little flick of the switch, I'll have those lights going. One thing that you will see, what I've done is I've put just drywall screws just sitting straight up, just that I know where I need to put some actual lighting, street lights that actually will work. So that way it kind of gives me an idea of how many I need and where I need them. But Cannondale has gotten a lot done. As you can see, I've got a majority of the scenic areas done. There's little detail areas that I still have to do, like around the pool, and then right in between the street and the sidewalk, and then add in the other traffic light right back here. I also have to drill the new hole for the billboard, but all that'll come with time. My quick trip, I'm very happy with how this came out. That was definitely a project in itself that took forever. I also have a little food truck, and that's just sitting at the depot right there, just waiting for people to come up and get it. So you can see I've gotten stuff done right around here. This area I still have to finish off putting the base, building it up for each of the bridges. I have to reallocate where the stream is, because right now I had it set for coming off of here, but the stream is actually right here, so I need to cut a new line up to there, and then you kind of fill that area in so that way it kind of goes off on an angle. One other thing that I've gotten done, now this little switcher actually goes up in my lumber company area, and some might, sorry about that, some might get a joke out of, or get the joke out of the lumber company name, Morningwood Lumber Company. So just got the decal set on that guy. Then as we go around, I have not been able to get this area done, only because I don't have the backdrop yet, but that is going to be coming within the next 2 weeks. So as soon as that comes in, I'll be able to get all of this area cleaned up and scenicked, as well as the backdrop is going to actually go around and continue off to the window and then cut across the back, just so that way it will also hide this side of the helix. But other than that, I know I showed you the Green Bay and Western and the Clark. I've gotten the truck done. I don't know if that was in the last video or not. I think it was. But so I've gotten that. As we come around, have not gotten anything else done over here. The only thing that I have done is I'm getting ready to run the power lines. As that just falls off. I haven't glued them on or anything, but I'm going to put all the power lines on the power pole. And then inside the theater, I added just some grass, the green blend and the yellow blend. I don't know which one they are, but they are from Woodland Scenics. Just kind of added those in just to add a little bit more, detail in there, showing that these are, that this is closed for the season. So, with that being said, none of this area has changed. I'm sure I put this on the last one, but if not, I have the decals on the curling building, so I'm happy with how that's turned out. And I've gotten more decoders in for a couple of my engines. Just kind of my junk pile. And with this area, what I plan on doing is, once I have the backdrop up, I think this building is actually going to get replaced with something else. I don't know. I'm not really happy with how it looks. But I mean, it's all kind of thrown together right now, and we'll figure out how it all is supposed to go together. I did add another track right here, so I could add 4 more Milwaukee Road engines. As you can see, another decoder for one of the engines over there. Coming down over on this side, one thing I will be changing, I have this cold storage building. Now, the cold storage building, I like it, but I'm thinking about getting rid of it and adding a new building that Walthers has announced. All it is just a more modern industry building. Just like the metal sides, concrete foundation. So I'm thinking about adding that. I have not totally sold myself on it, but we'll see with how it turns out. One thing I have finished is my auto parts building right here. As you can see, I got the sign on there, and it's the interior, the loading dock, the supports. You can house two rail cars. Gotta reglue that part down, but that's all done. I'm very happy with how this all turned out. The tank right there for all the oils and grease that the auto part place gets to build all their parts. Right over here is a bank. I have not put the decal on for the name of the bank, but I do have an armored truck in front that, as a joke, one of my figures is holding a gun. It's a fight scene by Model Power, I believe, was the one that made it. So he's going to be robbing the truck. The building itself, I have detailed the inside. As you can see, the vault door. I'm going to try to get a better picture. The teller's right there. Got one banker sitting in an office desk. And let's see if I can do it like this. So the office worker, one guy at the office. I have the break room door, the office door, the vault door, which I got from Shapeways, and then these these desks I also got from Shapeways. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Just kind of adds a little bit of detail in there, just because it had such big windows that I had no clue how to fill. So I just kind of added a little bit of detail inside, and pretty happy with how it turned out. Again, you can see, I just take screws and just kind of put them upright, just so that I know which areas need to get the lighting, and then I'll go through and figure out which ones I need. Another scene that I've added right here. So it was a mistake on my part. I didn't put plaster all the way through right here. So what I'm going to be having, I ordered from River Point the Department of Public Works trucks. So I'll have one of the trucks sitting right here, one kind of up here. I also ordered a air compressor with a jackhammer, so they'll be kind of like taking this apart. This will all have gravel in here. Just kind of a construction scene, just because I forgot to finish up the pavement. I did it wrong, but oh well, things happen. And I've got this all set with which lights I'm going to be using for the crossing right here. So that's all set, ready to go. And then one other thing I've redone is the airport itself. It used to come out to here. It was not an airport, but I kind of jerry-rigged it into an airport, and now I actually have a 3D print of what a small municipal airport is supposed to be like, so it fits this area a lot better, seeing as it's a municipal airport with a military base. So really happy with how that turned out, and I can have the private jets sitting off to the side and just kind of square off the parking lot. For my bar that I have right here, Notch just came out with these. They are drunken people, so they'll be sitting next to the bar. Kind of like how that is going to look. Hopefully it looks good. And that's pretty much all that I've gotten done. Like I said, I haven't really had time to do an update. The most I've been doing is just a lot of the scenery, and this, trust me, has taken me a long time to get done with all the different coloring, all the different layers of scenery. Again, these hills that I have here are all made out of grout, and then I just spray water on top of them, just so that way it will harden, and then I use a paintbrush and Elmer's glue and continue on from there. So that's all that I've been able to get done. Hopefully within the next week I will have all the trees in over here, as well as in the next 2 weeks I hope to have the backdrop, as well as I'm planning on getting the backdrop from here, getting it all the way into that corner. So hopefully that'll all be done. But you know how plans go, especially around the holidays, so we'll see how that goes. But with that being said, I know this is kind of like thrown together, and I apologize. I just wanted to give a little bit of an update of what's going on. Just kind of an idea, so that way, you're not left out in the dark as to what I haven't done yet and why I haven't been putting an update on. But with that being said, I hope you guys like this. One last thing I'm going to say is the Cannondale. Now, I'm going to show you the little difference on this. You can see the brickwork all along here. That is just a printout that I made, and I'm going to show you comparison to what I have at this one, and this is the actual brickwork. So yes, this one has a little bit more detail, but I kind of like the printout one a little bit better, only because it's already pre-weathered and it's just paper, so if you screw up, you can just print out a new sheet. But this one, I still have to go back and weather it up and put all the chalks in, but that's the two that I have that are different. Let me know in the comments which one you guys like, which one you think looks better. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys on the next one. Hopefully it'll be in a month, if not sooner. So the next time that you'll see this, there'll be a little bit more work done. So with that being said, have a good holiday. I hope everyone enjoyed Thanksgiving. Enjoy all the holidays in December, and have a good New Year, and we will see you soon.